real? Well, consider today's star witness, Pam Karlan. Look up her biography online and you'll see that she's the, quote, Kenneth and Harley Montgomery Professor of Public Interest Law at Stanford. Whoa, stand back, ladies and gentlemen. And before that, she clerked for a Supreme Court justice and earned not one, not two. Ladies and gentlemen, she earned 3 separate degrees at Yale. She's written several textbooks on constitutional law. If there's one person in this country who is impressive, who our system has deemed capable of making judgments that you don't even understand, it's this lady, this professor, Pamela Karlan. But think again. And this is a sub-theme of the impeachment drama that we'd like to highlight because really it's a thing that will endure and change the country long after Trump is gone. It turns out the more you know about the people you're supposed to consider impressive, the more you find out they're not impressive at all. Actually, they're not very smart. They have no wisdom. Their personal lives are a disaster. By the way, if they're so wise, why are they so unhappy? Every one of them is. And in this specific case, they're not even unbiased arbiters. Karlan, for example, she's not some apolitical academic pulled out of cold storage to testify about what we ought to do. She's an activist. She's literally a political activist who donates thousands of dollars to the Democratic Party. Watch this.
Professor Karlan, you gave $2,000, or you gave $1,000 to Elizabeth Warren, right?
I believe so.
You gave $1,200 bucks to Barack Obama?
I have no reason to question that.
And you gave $2,000 to Hillary Clinton?
That's correct.
So does donating to Democrats prove that Karlan is wrong? No, it doesn't, actually. She proved that herself. She made it very clear that she was incapable of clear thinking or wise judgments. Instead, she made bizarre claims. She claimed that delaying military aid to Ukraine was just like cutting off rescue services to Americans after a hurricane. What? It's like insane and dumb, by the way. She also engaged in embarrassing political stunts like ridiculing the president's teenage son. What?
What comparisons, Professor Karlan, can we make between kings that the framers were afraid of and the president's conduct today?
The Constitution says there can be no titles of nobility. So while the president can name his son Baron, he can't make him a baron.
Thank you. The founding...
Yeah, I wonder how long they practiced that one in the mirror. It was petty and dumb, not surprising, though. Karlan has made remarks like this before. She previously suggested that Jeff Sessions was evil. Why? Because of the name his parents gave him. What a mediocrity. In 2006, well before the rest of the left embraced the great awakening, Karlan was ahead of the game. She was already bashing people on the basis of their sex, skin color, and sexual orientation. Watch this.
We have to seize back the high ground on patriotism and on love of our country because we have more reason than they do to love America. Rich, pampered, prodigal, sanctimonious, incurious, white, straight sons of the powerful do pretty well everywhere in the world, and they always have.
This lady needs a shrink. The sons of the powerful, really? You're a law professor at Stanford and you're lecturing other people about how they're powerful? Right. This is the legendary scholar coming down from on high to tell us who is good and who is evil. Please. What a mediocrity. What a moron. Her fellow witnesses were almost as embarrassing. Noah Feldman, the, quote, Felix Frankfurter professor of law at Harvard Law School, told lawmakers that he was skeptical of impeachment until this past summer, suggesting, of course, that his endorsement was more legitimate. He's not political. But it turns out that was a lie. It was a lie. How do we know? Because all the way back in March of 2017, this same man, Noah Feldman, suggested that Trump should be impeached because of a tweet he sent accusing President Obama of monitoring Trump Tower. Yeah, that was impeachable, he said. He also said that Jim Comey's memo of his conversations with Trump was impeachment-worthy, too. He even told Slate.com, please, if he's so impressive, why is he writing for Slate? Whatever. But he told Slate that the president doesn't actually have the freedom of speech and should be impeached simply for saying things that Noah Feldman doesn't like. Okay. The only witness who didn't embarrass himself today was Georgetown University law professor Jonathan Turley. Now, reporters are describing Turley as a GOP witness, implying that he's a partisan or a right-winger or a Republican even, but he's none of those things. Turley, who has come on the show quite a bit, know him well, is a member of the Democratic Party. He's on the left. He's advocated legalizing polygamy. He wanted George W. Bush tried for war crimes. He's not from the Federalist Society. He doesn't even like Trump. He didn't vote for him. But he called an absurdity where he saw one.